Hello everyone, my name is Janil and I welcome you all to Echo with JP. In previous two videos we have learned two types of methods. First is average profit method and second is of weighted average profit method if I am not wrong. And we also learned what is goodwill. I'll just give you a throwback to what we have learned. Okay, we started with what is goodwill. We learned that goodwill is an intangible asset which shows the reputation of the firm in the market. How? That I have explained in my previous two videos. Then we did average profit method and we learned about different methods of valuation of the goodwill. Then we solved one question regarding the average profit method, and now after that we solved weighted average profit method question. Today we are going to solve a question about our third method, which is the super profit method. Now, what is super profit method? So if I tell you the definition of the super profit, it goes like the excess of average profit above the expected profit is known as the super profit. अब ये है क्या एक्सपेक्टेड प्रॉफिट एवरेज प्रॉफिट? देखो एवरेज प्रॉफिट क्या है वो हमने आगे के वीडियो में जो हमारा फर्स्ट वीडियो था उसके अंदर हमने पढ़ लिया था दैट व्हाट इज एवरेज प्रॉफिट. नाउ हाउ टू कैलकुलेट सुपर प्रॉफिट and then calculate goodwill on the basis of the super profit, we are going to learn this in this video. So we will solve one illustration. It is from GSEB textbook of 12th standard, but it doesn't matter, just it's for explanation that how this method works. Now, the question goes like, Pratibha and Pushpa are the partners of a firm. They want to change the profit and loss sharing ratio from 3:2 to 1:1. They decided to determine the valuation of goodwill. Now, this all information like they want to change their profit and loss sharing ratio. It just as a additional details. What matters to us is the valuation of goodwill. That means this is our question. We have to calculate the goodwill on the basis of the information given in here. Okay. Now, further on the basis of the firm's profit and other information, determine the valuation of goodwill. Here goes the question that determine the valuation of goodwill on the basis of 3 years purchase of super profit. Now, if you just I will give you just quick reminder what happened. In average profit method, we used to count the average profit on the basis of the total profit and total number of years, and then we used to multiply that average profit with the number of years of purchase mentioned in the question to evaluate the goodwill. Second, in the weighted average profit, we used to give weight on the basis of how much value they hold. Like we used to give it from 1, 2, 3, and 4 in an ascending order. Then we used to calculate the weighted profit by multiplying the profit of the year with its respective weights, and then we used to get the total, which was total of the weight profit, and then we used to divide with the total weights, right? And the amount which used to appear after the dividing, after we used to divide, we used to multiply it with the number of years of purchase. Now in this method to evaluate the goodwill, you have to multiply years of purchase with the super profit. Now the main, I'll say the essence of this question is to find the super profit. Okay, I'll just erase the ink so you can have a better look at that. Okay, now what are the given informations? Now first is assets, right? Second is given in year liabilities. Third is expected rate of return, and fourth is actual profit. Now you have to go in a sequence to solve these questions. It goes like, first you have to find the capital employed. Now how do you find the capital employed? Now to find the capital employed, you have to subtract the liabilities from assets. So it goes like you have to subtract the assets. No, you have to subtract the liabilities from the assets. I'm going to write in short. Then you get the capital employed. Then the second step goes that you have to write what is the expected rate of return. Sorry. Now, What does expected rate of return mean? Now, how much capital you have employed in the business? Let's say I am going to start okay, let's say a teddy bear business, right? Now, I have employed my capital of rupees 8 lakhs. If we go in this case, it's 12 lakh minus 4 lakh, which gives us 8 lakh rupees. I have uh, invested 8 lakh rupees of capital in my business. Now, what I am expecting is that when I'll start the business, I am investing so much in my business, I'll at least get 10% of what I have invested. Means if I am investing 8 lakhs, the capital employed is 8 lakhs, it's 8 lakhs. Now, I will get at least 80,000 per year as I am investing. ओके, मतलब इतना तो मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर ही रहा हूँ कि 10% तो मुझे मिलेगा ही। ये है हमारा एक्सपेक्टेड रेट ऑफ रिटर्न। इसके साथ ही हमारे ये मेथड के 3 स्टेप्स खत्म हो जाते हैं। कैसे कि पहला है कि असेट्स खत्म हो गया, हमको कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड लिखना है। वी हैव टू राइट व्हाट इज द कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड बाय सब्ट्रैक्टिंग लायबिलिटीज फ्रॉम असेट्स। द सेकंड स्टेप इज टू मेंशन द एक्सपेक्टेड रेट ऑफ रिटर्न, एंड द थर्ड वी ऑलरेडी फाउंड दैट amount of expected rate. Okay, how much amount we are expecting on the basis of the expected rate of return, right? Now, after that, let's say this is the third step. Now, fourth step is to find the profit. Now, if you remember the first video, in that we found the average profit, and I also told you in the second video how to identify whether to use weighted average profit method or normal or simple average profit method, right? In this case, we are going to use average profit method. Now, why so? Because in here, if you look, the profit is fluctuating. First, it was 1,30,000 on the financial year of 2014-15. Then it got reduced by 20,000 in the financial years of 15-16, and third, it increased by 10,000 in the financial year of 16-17. If it was weighted average profit method, then it would have subsequently increased or it would have been decreased. The fourth step is to find the average profit. Then the fifth step of solving this is to, now it is important to go step by step, because while finding the super profit you will need the data which you have mentioned in the answers. Okay, the fifth step is to find the super profit. Now, what is super profit? If you just rewind 2 or 3 minutes back, I told you that super profit is the excess of average profit over the expected profit. मतलब एवरेज प्रॉफिट, लेट्स से हम क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे उसके पहले मैं आपको एक ओवरव्यू दे देता हूँ। आई जस्ट गिव यू एन ओवरव्यू दैट we were expecting 80,000 amount on the basis of the expected rate of return, which was 10%, right? Now, what if we get more than that? Let's say if we expected 80,000, but on the basis of the average profit, we got 1,20,000. So that difference of 40,000 of subtracting 80,000 from 1,20,000, 1,20,000 is the average profit. Not in this question, I'm just giving you an example. And 80,000 is the expected profit on the basis of expected rate of return. So that difference of 40,000 is called a super profit. After finding super profit, it's as same as we used to do in weighted average profit and average profit method, that we will multiply it with the number of years of purchase with the super profit. Now let's move on to solve this question. Okay, I'm giving you a blank space. I'll use white marker. Okay, now in such question you have to be a little bit systematic. Why so? Sorry, because I don't have a scale, it won't look good. But you have to write particulars in it, and you have to go step by step. Particular and amount in rupees, right? We always write amount in rupees because we live in India. Okay, the first step was to find the capital employed, right? If you remember, capital EMP employed. I'll write in short. Now, it went like we have to subtract the liabilities from the asset. Assets in the question was 12 lakh rupees, And liabilities were, like, if I'm not wrong, it were 4 lakh, yes. Subtracting it, you can write amount in here or you can directly write in the column of amount rupees. I write in here, it's 8 lakh. Or do you want to see calculation along with? Wait, it's 12 lakh, right? Minus 4 lakh. It's 8 lakh. Okay, I'll keep it here for calculations. Okay. Now, first step was finding the capital employed. Second step on basis of the question was to write the expected rate of return. We'll write in here expected rate of return, exp rate of return, which is 10%. Now, on the basis of the expected rate of return, we are going to write the expected profit. Our expected profit for a year is expected profit, which is 8 lakh का 10%, which goes 80,000. ये तो पता ही होगा कि अगर 10% है तो यहाँ से एक जीरो निकल जाता है, ये वापस लिखना पड़ेगा फिर मुझे. Okay. Now, fourth step on the basis of the question is to find the actual profit. We did the first step, we wrote the capital employed. Okay, it's fighting, you can't see that. We mentioned the capital employed by subtracting liabilities from the asset. Then we wrote expected rate of return. Then we found the expected profit. Now it's time for finding the actual profit, or we called as that average profit. Average profit. Okay. Now average profit. What we used to do is then first write the years 2014 and 15, 2015 and 16. Yes, and 2016 and 17. Then we used to write profit in rupees, which is 1,30,000. Then it's 1,10,000. Then it's 1,20,000. We do total of that, we get 1,30,000 plus 1,10,000 plus 1,20,000. We get 3,60,000, right? And how many years are there? It's 3 years. Now, how we used to find the average profit method? Average profit method was equal to total profit upon the total years or number of years. It's like 3,60,000 divided by 3, which gives us 1,20,000 as average profit. 1,20,000, right? Now, the fifth step of our question was to find the super profit. Now, what was super profit? It was to subtract the expected profit from the average profit. Our average profit is 1,20,000 and our expected profit was, sorry for that, is 80,000, which gives us 40,000. And the last step to evaluate the goodwill is to multiply the number of years of purchase with the super profit. So goodwill equal to number of years of purchase into the amount of super profit, right? Which is, now how many numbers of purchase years of purchase are there? It's 3 years, right? Yes, 3 years of purchase of super profit. 3 into the amount of super profit, which is 40,000. So we get 1,20,000. So if we are writing in the balance sheet in the asset side while evaluating goodwill on basis of this method, our goodwill is 1,20,000. I hope I was able to make you understand this topic in a great way. I hope so. If you have any doubt, you can freely write in the comment section and I'll make a shorts video, or if it's a big doubt or if it's a particular question, I can make another video solving your doubt. Thank you.